today, this week, July 5th, 2026. Absolutely jam-packed week of events. Amazing events for the American Negro community. Washington last Sunday, as you know, passed the lineage-based reparations issue for the study as well as the implementation of the findings through that study with the Democratic Party of Washington State, which is literally profound. This is going to change, like I said, as went Washington 2 weeks ago, so goes the nation. Literally blowing up like wildfire.
I muted myself. I can see it. I went there. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, no worries. You ain't gotta worry about it now, but that's another article that actually, unbeknownst to Congressman or Attorney Wineberry, these people watched. He went in the persona like that picture I sent you last weekend. He went as embodying Robert Heming, which was, or James, I can't remember. There were two brothers. I believe it was Robert Heming, which was the slave, was in Thomas Jefferson's room and helped him write the first Constitution. I don't know if you're aware of the first and second, but the first one, all the other founding fathers said, hell, we're not getting rid of slavery. Do you realize if we get rid of slavery, we can't secede from the crown? So in other words, they admitted to everyone right there that without our slave labor, America could have never became America, bro. So unbeknownst to us, we were really our ancestors. We really are the co-founders of America, period. Well, let me take that back. Not co-founders, financiers of this country. We financed it, period. So when no one else could have financed it besides us, because it was our labor. Remember, cotton is king. It was our labor, and the second, there could have never been, they couldn't have afforded the wicks to say, oneth by land, twoeth by sea, or any of those things if it wasn't for our slave labor, right? So yes, that was a huge part of the situation. Another huge thing that popped off this week was I was acknowledged by the Redemption Party, not Reparation Party, Redemption Party, right? It's actually the USA Redemption Party. There's many others, but that's the actual name for us or our party. But they recognized me on the website that I shared with you, and you're going to share with the rest of the family. With my article, I still got some edits I got to make to it, probably just in the vision area. I definitely want to accentuate my disability advocacy as well, and I didn't think that was in there enough or at all. So, like I said, I'm going to put that in my vision because the disability rights advocacy that I've done, will continue doing, is a huge part of what I'm doing. So definitely, and I do that through Empower Movement out of Washington State, where I'm a founding member as well. Yes, that was a huge, amazing shout out. Dr. Nichols, Shockey Nichols, who is kind of like all of us in the reparations fight right now, literally wearing 5 hats at one time and doing it to perfection. She is also our web designer, and that website is absolutely brilliant. I don't know if you had a chance to really look at all of it, but it's amazing. And like I said, we have a couple, I believe they live in Indiana. They have 3 sitting positions on, they took over the Democratic Party in Indiana, and they literally through a state move, they got 3 people with the Redemption Party on, and they took over the Democratic Party. So that's what I want to implement here as well. So that's the plan, bro. But it's all hell loose, you know, or all hail the redemption party, and we seriously will make that a reality for kids. And I hope many others get in. And before I quit, there's 5 people on the website that are either sitting candidates or running like myself, and 4 of them are white, right? So this party is not for only for American Negroes. Of course, we uplift the American Negro community, period, as all Americans should. But like I'm saying, this is about an American problem that only Americans should be fixing. And that's what we're doing. So I encourage all of us to look. Yes, we are focused on uplifting our people, but this is not an American Negro, Black American, freedmen only, foundational Black American only organization. So I just wanted to make that clear. I am the founding member of the Cochrane Reparative Justice Commission. I'm also the secretary for them. That appointment will be coming up at 3 o'clock today. But we are doing huge things. We made a vote last week to forward and go through with the submission for a petition. And so that's all good. Hopefully that'll be going pretty soon. So the Cochrane Reparative Justice Commission, as the secretary where I sit, that website should be coming hopefully within this week. I think we'll be on target for this week and really pushing that DOJ statement petition as well. So yeah, man. Apartment's still in the YMCA, so I'm still kind of hanging on for dear life on that situation. As you can see, my beard is looking wild. Hopefully I can take care of that sometime this week. I'm going to have to be like that Negro Jamin of old that you seen Fred Death every week, because I'll really be having to step up my game and stay. But like I told you last week, I do believe this beard has won its new home in my heart. I look like a young version of my dad, and so yeah, I think the beard is here to stay. Yes, sir. But as you know, I keep it a lot cleaner and look a lot sharper. So all this Capital One, what's in your wallet Viking look ain't really my redemption party recognized him. Yeah, it was huge. That was literally huge, bro. Huge. I told you about Will and working on that was the first. We forgot that. Okay, so Will Townsend, my campaign manager, is working on making a template, because that's a board I sit on as well. American Renewal 1870, and I'll be the communications, I believe, on the social media. That's what I am, the social media chair. So I'm the person that kind of gets our information out there. But American Renewal 1870, also known as AR 1870, their main purpose is educate and inspire the American Negro community. And so that's another chair position or board member position that I will be holding, and literally will be it. I told everyone, don't ask me to do shit. Hey, I am literally wearing too many hats. They're all essential to this fight. But yeah, so that's another thing. I'll be sharing that with you. Hopefully within the next couple of days we'll have that together. It'll be like a little slide showing what we did in Washington and how others can take what we did and just change the locale to their district and literally put the words in there. All the work's already been done, and it's been legislated in Washington State, which shows proof of concept. Power movement is the disability right. There's not many of us. I think it's more than 3. There's probably like 6 of us with probably 9 of us that kind of come and go. But yeah, Empower Movement out of Washington State, which is a disability rights advocacy platform that I really uplift. And I was a founding member of that and current member of that as well, hoping to bring them along with me on this fight for justice. Because again, like I had told you before, in my opinion, the American Negro and the disabled community are the worst affect and most oppressed this nation has ever treated anyone. And so I'm here to change that, bro.
When are you going to Washington?
Yeah, I thought it was on the 9th, but I mean the 9th is shoot. What? Yeah, so I haven't got any confirmations from Brother Israel. His handle on the internet is I am God I am. I haven't heard from him, and he said he would send it to me, so I don't know. I did talk to No Taxation, part of the campaign team as well. She is the 71 amazing elder that goes to Capitol Hill probably once a week. She lives there. Her dad was actually a senator there, and that's how she's made her bones. Her dad passed away, rest in heaven. But her presence has been there, and she's been making moves ever since. She's the one that's kind of schooling us on the art of working Capitol Hill as it should be worked, and to uplift, because we don't have any American Negro voices up there. All the people that are up there are immigrants, which is really weird. Like, there are no foundational Black Americans, American Negroes, Black Americans, none in Congress. And that's what the grassroots are going to change through the tutorials of Elder No Taxation, which is a wealth of knowledge. And we are so lucky and blessed to have her. Can't forget my gratitudes. Brother TC, appreciate the hell out of you doing this weekly with me and kind of keeping y'all's ideas and minds set on what I'm doing. Just like your newsletters keep me in the loop of what everybody else from the team is doing. Shout out to AR 1870. Shout out to the Cochrane Reparative Justice Commission. Shout out to Empower Movement, Disability Rights Advocates. Shout out to WINA, Washington Equity Now Alliance, who just passed the first hurdle, the first profound hurdle to reparations by getting the Democratic Party of Washington State to sign on to the lineage-based study, Charles Mitchell study, and George Washington Bush. And I think we got them all. I'm pretty sure that was all of them. But again,
Okay.
thank you for letting me speak, Brother TC. That's a wrap, brother.